Okay, let's just jump right in. We're on a roll today. I don't know, this is 4 or 5 videos. Now, the first video we actually covered was actually tools of a trader. I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what you're going to need if you wanted to start trading and the tools that a day trader utilizes. I mean, everything from the type of computer system to the programs you're going to have to utilize, whether they're brokerage services, charting software, how many scanner software, chat rooms, how many screens you're going to need, the kind of internet service you're going to use, everything like that. So the first thing we're going to jump into real quick here, and I forgot to do a quick thought for that, because as you know, with my first video, I mean, that was my first video, and I'll find this with every video. I'll finish a video, and it's like, oh, I forgot to tell them about this, forgot to tell them about that, because trading is a subject that has a lot of little side streets, and unless you're going to sit down and actually, plot out a program of how you're going to teach people and probably work on that for 3 or 4 months, you're going to miss some things. You're going to go back, you're going to make little quick thoughts. So I'll try to keep this quick. I just want to cover some things we went over. I've found in day trading, there are 2 main platforms. Now, TD Ameritrade has their own software called Thinkorswim. Okay. Most other brokerage services, there's not all of them. I think there are 1 or 2 that I know of that also have their own software. CME, I think, and there's another one. Don't hold me to that. You'll come across them. But 2 main ones I know of is, you got TD Ameritrade. They have their own software called Thinkorswim. Most brokerage services that I've found, be it Speed Trader, Interactive Brokers, Lightspeed, and Lightspeed, along with countless others like Shore Trader. Let's bounce over there real quick. Let's see. That should be how to do it. Let's see if they give us that. There you go. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, before we caught this BS here, there is a way to get in this website. It's not a big deal. But as you see what they're using here, I'll reload it one more time, is they're using another platform, as you see under there, called Daytrader. So you got places like Short Trader, Lightspeed, Interactive Brokers, Speed Trader. They all use a third-party program called Daytrader. Okay, but Thinkorswim has their, TD Ameritrade has their own program called Thinkorswim, and it actually looks like this, or rather, it can look like this. Now, I told you before. Let's see. This is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform, and this is the on-demand feature, where you can run back to market and you can practice trading. And as you can see, I was practice trading. I think this is from a couple days ago. I practice trade every day. I get in there and I practice. Doesn't matter if you made money in the market that day, whether you did this, whether you did that. You should be sitting in that chair practicing. A lot of times you're going to want to back test different strategies. I think I want to try this. I'm going to try that. You can test it and see if that's going to work, or the success rate you're getting with that. You can run back on demand, and I think I showed you that. You can change this date and time here. You can run this back for any day of the week, any month, and it'll replay those stocks in the market. Now, I have mine set up for actually 4 different stocks, and I don't know why this is Twitter twice. Let me pull this over live. I want to show you guys something here. Here we go. And I don't trade Apple anymore. I told you that. NVIDIA, Roku, Twitter. Let's change this to Tesla. I trade Tesla. I have this set up to show me 4 different stocks. Now, interestingly enough, and this is on demand, and interestingly enough, I have it set up like this because I have my other screens, since I have 7 screens on Thinkorswim, as you can see, set up for my charts. So my charts will be above my head up here on the next screen, and this way it allows me to just jump in and out of different stocks without having to keep changing my screens. So but you can customize this any way you want. I mean, I could open this here, and I could get in here, and I could add, let's say I want to put a chart here. Okay, and I can add a chart here, and I could see, you can tag all these, you know, with whatever you want. And let's see, the blue is Roku. Bam, it'll automatically load Roku here, and there we go. And now I have Roku here. You know, so you can customize this, you know, however you want, and you could you know, you can get your trades in. You can delete some of these over here. You can go under here. You can say, I only want 3 of those, or I only want 2 of those. I only want 2, and I'm gonna put my charts here, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. So you can customize this however you want to show you whatever you want. And that's Thinkorswim, and that's their own platform, and it's unique in that feature. Okay, so there you go. And then, you have now you have Speed Trader, like I said, interactive brokers, Lightspeed, places like Short Trader that use a program called DOS Trader, and DOS Trader looks like this. DOS Trader can look like this. Once again, this is one of those programs that you can. DOS Trader is a third-party software, and they license it, and you can swap and drag things around on here, and you can set it up however you want. Whoever uses this setup, I just got off the internet. Whoever uses this setup, I mean, you know, that's their thing. That looks crazy to me, the way it's set up. But you get used to your own style, and you'll set up your trader the way you want. I have another picture which breaks down the which breaks down the montage. Here we go. Of DOS Trader. This is a basic montage of DOS Trader, and we'll go through all this. This is where, the same way with Thinkorswim, you know, this is where the stock goes. You type in your stock here. Let's see, this was the last price. This is the level 1 price, at the average price. It tells you the price of VWAP, what the volume is. This is the previous close price from the day before. This is what they call the level 2. Okay, this is the bid and the ask, and interestingly enough, you will find I've found when a particular way I used to trade, that I found the level 2 very helpful. Nowadays I don't use it at all. This is why I want to short stocks, cancel an order, replace an order, or buy. And you can change this from market to a limit order, meaning you're putting in a particular price, any particular route, the share size. This is your account with that particular brokerage. We'll go here, and once again, you can set that up. There's a couple other things on here. Some of them I know, some of them I think there might have been something I missed. I don't remember. Anyway, okay, so it pretty much is like that. It's how it goes. And as you can see, it's the same thing here. This is that little montage we were looking at. Okay, and you can set this up any way you want. They're watching particular stocks here, so they actually have their basket loaded here of stocks they trade out of. Here it is once again. Here's their account, what type it is, how much money they've made, $520. Unrealized, they're still holding $490 worth of profit here that they haven't taken yet. Here's their buying power. This is what their overnight buying power would be. This is how many orders they've put in totals, how many shares they've traded. You know what I mean? So literally, I mean, once you set it up, you set it up however you want. You get used to looking at all this, and then it doesn't look so jumbled and so crazy. Sorry, hope I'm not talking too fast. I just wanted to keep these videos down to a particular, you know, kind of a time without driving you guys crazy. Okay, so that covers different brokerage softwares, and according to, you know, if you end up going with somebody like a Speed Trader or an Interactive Brokers or Lightspeed or Short Trader, there are countless that uses DOS. Once you use DOS in one place, it's the same as using DOS anyplace else. You just get used to it, and it's just the way it is, and you're like, okay, you already know how to use that software, so you're good to go. Thinkorswim takes a little bit to learn. It's not hard, it just takes a little bit to learn because, you know, you've never used it. So they actually have their own tutorials and everything that you can go to their website. You can watch those tutorials. You can actually get somebody on the phone over there at TD Ameritrade. Some of the nicest people I've ever seen in my life. You know, every time I've called Speed Trader, I get nothing but attitude. I mean, you call Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade. These people got all day. I mean, they act like they got all day. They'll be on the phone. They'll take you through this. They'll take you through that. They'll walk you through. You can actually schedule a class and they'll call you on the phone and they'll walk you through the entire platform. There's a way that they log into your account from there, and they can walk you through it, show you how to use all the features. I mean, great service. They're also the only one that has a practice platform that's on demand here, and you can open an account for free at TD Ameritrade, and there's their on-demand software. Now, if you want real-time data meaning that real-time data is nice because when the market opens, let's suppose you're practice trading and you want to practice in the live market. You know, market's opening Monday morning. I want to practice live, meaning I'm playing with paper money and everybody else in here is trading with real money, but I'm just practicing. You have to put at least $50 in an account. So you link TD Ameritrade to your bank account. It's TD Ameritrade, so don't worry, it's safe. It's TD Ameritrade. The company's worth billions of dollars. They're not trying to, steal your $1,500 out the bank. It's not a big deal. So you open up TD Ameritrade account. They link the bank account to your trading platform, which is nice because when you win money, you can get it out that day. And when you want to put money in, you can get it there that day. I mean, it moves effortlessly between your account and TD Ameritrade, which is sweet. So you got to put at least $50 in the account. And then you just call them. You call their little number. It's under the help section. You call their little number, and you just ask them to turn on real-time data. Hi, I'm so forth and so on. Can you turn on real-time data? That's it. They turn on real-time data. So that means when you trade with the market that morning, you're getting real-time data. Other than that, you're going to get delayed data, which means that if let me give you an example. Which means that if I'm in here trying to trade, and this candlestick, I was up, I was making money, and then this candlestick dropped. I'm not going to find out about it until like 5 minutes later than the actual market found out, because you're not trading in real time with the rest of the market. And when you're practice trading, you want to be able to practice trading in real time. If you can't practice trading in real time, there's really no point, because you're not going to be able to react to the speed of the market and get used to reacting to the speed of the market. So remember that TD Ameritrade is free to open an account. And if you want real-time data, which I highly suggest, put at least $50 in there, then call them up the next day and ask them to turn on real-time data. There's no qualifications like, oh, let me see your credit score. They'll just turn on real-time data. Hey, welcome to TD Ameritrade, blah, blah, blah. No problem. We'll turn on real-time data. And they turn on real-time data, and that means every morning you can get up. If you're on the West Coast, you got to be in there by, well, let's put it this way. If you're on the West Coast, the market opens at 6:30. If you're on the East Coast, 9:30. Same thing, I believe, on Mountain Time is 6:30. So I believe. So there you go. And you can get real-time data, and then you can sit there and you can practice. And everybody else, they really don't have a practice platform. Now, you can practice with Daytrader, but you need to call Daytrader. They actually have their own website for Daytrader, and they will let you use their platform for practice, but it costs you $150 per month to use their platform to practice. Now, notice what I said about TD Ameritrade. I put $50 in an account, and I can use this trader anytime I want, all day, all night, for free. I think they do maintenance on Sunday night, so don't try to trade then, because everything's all screwed up, and every Sunday night that platform never works. So don't try to paper trade on Thinkorswim on Sunday night on their on-demand, because it doesn't really work. But other than that, the rest of these, like this Daytrader, but it's $150 a month to do that. They will debit it from your account. You got to do it through like PayPal or something, and you set that up, and then every month they take another $150. And I did that for like a year. I gave them $150 to get used to trading on their platform, and to practice trade live with the market on their platform. A lot of money I spent. I would not recommend that, but it does get you used to Daytrader. I mean, if I had to do it again, I'd probably just do it with like really small share size live. Like all my trades would be like 5 shares, 10 shares, just to get used to the platform, rather than paying $150 a month. But anyway, those are your options. And when you're done all that, you can decide to either open an account through through TD Ameritrade, which I think is really good for new traders to at least practice there. I'm not saying you got to open an account with them. Their fees are a little higher, $6.95. Most of these other places are $4.95 or $2.95 per trade, and that's in and out. So that's $2.95 in, $2.95 out, or $4.95 in. I think with Short Trader, $4.95 in, $4.95 out. TD Ameritrade is $6.95, but they're not charging for the software and all that. But then again, they are if you figure their fees are $6.95. If you're doing higher volume trading, like if you're, hey, look, I'm trading, I got an account in here, and I'm executing like 10, 20 trades. And there are people that have codes, like if you belong to their particular chat room or something, and they can give you a code, and you can get $2.95 trades out of TD Ameritrade. I mean, if you know, but I've never done it. I've never got them down to $2.95. I know people that do it, like Connor Proliferone, I think his name is, from Boiler Room Trading. He trades with TD Ameritrade. Their Thinkorswim. Also, Bullish Bears. They also trade on TD Ameritrade. They might have some kind of code to get your fee down to like $2.95. They usually have promotions. You know, you join their chat room, blah, 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 blah. You know, so there you go. But great places to practice. One more thing I want to cover is I think I talked about trade ideas back then. And this is a scanner software that if you don't have a basket of stocks, and most traders will use a scanner software, even if they do have a basket of stocks, you know, because when you're in a chat room, you know, you're in a chat room every day, you got chat room going, you have your 5 or 6 in a basket, and people might call out a good trade in the chat room. Hey, I'm getting in Facebook, I'm taking it short, or I'm blah, 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 so on and so on. And then with trade ideas, you can set different strategies that you're looking for, you know. Like, let me show you what a trade ideas screen will look like. And I meant to do this on that video, so here we go. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, so this is a trade ideas screen. Now this is a strategy. See, strategy name, Gap and Go. And you can set these strategies. And a lot of these programs like Warrior Trading with Ross Cameron and Trick Trades with Pat Mitchell, Trick Trades, they'll have scanner settings already. And what you do is you load the scanner settings. You buy them. You buy those scanner settings for whatever price. I think Pat has a basket of scanner settings that are like $600 something. Warrior Trading, I think I paid, I don't know, probably around the same or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. They might have been free. I don't really remember. But then I paid for the program. So either way, most traders, if they're any good and they have a really good track record, they're not going to give you their scanner settings for free. You generally end up paying for their scanner settings. You load them into trade ideas. You just turn on their scanner. You load it into trade ideas. Where the heck is my, oh, here it is. You load it into trade ideas. And when you load it into trade ideas, it'll populate with those particular scanner settings. Like that one there is for the Gap and Go strategy. I don't trade Gap and Go anymore, but I used to trade it when I was with Warrior Trading. And it'll show you, here's the symbol, okay? This is the stock name here, and it'll show you all the ones that hit here, and you can set different alert sounds. Like I know my Gap and Go strategy had one alert sound, but then I would also trade reversals, and I had a particular sound set for bottom reversals. All my, you know, I mean, and they have a whole list under here. You do the pull down list, and you can set alerts. You know, it's a toilet flush. This is a cash register. This is a silver and so on, blah blah, and it'll go off. You know, you get the cash register going on Gap and Goes, and that's each one of these stocks that meet your criteria pop up. It's like, you know, change, and it's just going, and you're like, oh shoot, let me go over there and check that stock out. Then you just punch in that stock into your software, and boom, and you see it's coming into those levels, and you can either take the trade or decide not to take the trade. I think I have another screenshot of, here we go, of trade ideas. And as you can see, people have all kinds of, here's the name of the company, here's the ticker, which is what we were just looking at here. Let me show you again, the ticker. This is the ticker. Oh wait, sorry, this is the ticker. Okay, this is the abbreviation for the stock. Okay, that's called the ticker. So here you go. You have the name of the company. Here's the strategy name that you have set, whatever your strategy is that you're using. And they have set strategies under here, and they have strategies that you'll get from your trade group, and strategies. Even the strategy I'm going to teach you has a setting, and you can put that setting in trade ideas, and you turn on trade ideas every day, and it'll start finding the stocks that fit that criteria. You can sort by the price. I want, bottom bounce reversals on stocks priced from $5 to $20 with a float size of, see what I mean? I don't know, float size of 2 million to 20 million, and you can literally set it for all kinds of criteria, and you can set an alert sound, and it'll start just pulling them up, and your alert will start going off. You might be in the kitchen making coffee, and you hear the alert go off. Oh shoot, I got one, and you'll run back and go check that stock out, and then punch it in, and then and there you go. So that's how that works. And I think there was one more thing I wanted to cover because we're just slightly over 20 minutes, and this is going to be quick. So now you know the two main trading softwares. You have Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. You have Daytrader, which is a third-party software, as you see, primarily used by everybody else. Every other big broker I know of: Speed Trader, Interactive Brokers, Lightspeed, Short Trader, which is in the Bahamas, which is why I'm getting this US IP detected thing. And there's a way where you just put this in, someone's on submit, just saying you agree to it, that they are in the Bahamas, and that I believe Trade Ideas. No, not Trade Ideas. Oh shoot, I forget the name of that other one. It's Short Trader, and wow, there's another company. I'll think Trade Zero. Trade Zero, I believe, also uses Daytrader. Tastyworks is another one. Tastyworks doesn't use Daytrader. Tastyworks has their own software, like TD Ameritrade. They have their own software. Tastyworks, I don't even know if we can see their software, so I want to wrap this video up. There's just one more thing I think I forgot to show you guys last time, and I want to run through that for anybody that's interested in knowing. Okay, Tastyworks, here it is. Let's look at their technology. Let's see if they show us a screenshot. See, Tastyworks has their own software, and once again, you'd have to learn their own software, and I'm sure they have videos and all kinds of tutorials on how to use their software. And they have a mobile app that you can use. I know my wife trades from it. She swing trades primarily. Tastyworks is great for contracts. We're not even going to get into contracts. You can learn that someplace else if you decide to gravitate toward contracts. See, options trading. So if you decide to do that, if you decide to trade options, there you go. Okay, so that was that on brokerage softwares. I meant to cover that in the original video, Tools of a Trader. There's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. I know I have an image here. I thought I had an image here. Yeah, Tools of a Day Trader. Here we go. Okay, we covered charting software, chat room, brokerages, scanner. I talked about multiple monitors. Most new computers will come with enough hookups to hook up at least 3 monitors. Okay. There's usually a DVI port, there's usually a mini display port, and there's usually something like, not even a VGA, that's really old. There's usually one more on there, I forget. But you can usually set up at least 3 monitors on a computer without buying a multiple monitor video card. But if you do have to buy a multiple monitor video card, if you want to go bigger than like 3 monitors, you're probably going to need a multiple monitor video card. I found one that I don't remember the name of, I can look it up, but it came with 6 mini display ports on the back, meaning all of my monitors came with a mini display port on the back, and I could just hook up 6 monitors just like that. It was easy. I opened up the computer, slapped it in, fired it back up, plugged in 6 monitors. I was good to go. Okay, so but most computers, when you just buy them right out the box, you can hook up at least 3 monitors. They just all take 3 different connections, because you might have like 1 DVI port, 1 so and so on port, 1 mini, and you just gotta, you gotta buy the different cords, and each of your monitors are hooked up to a different thing. And that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything else. I told you about the monitors. I wouldn't start with less than 2 to 3. You need at least an i3, Intel core processor and up. I think I meant to mention no less than a quad core processor. Octa-core processor is, I think, what's really happening now. Quad core will work just fine. At least 16 gigs of RAM, because you're going to be running multiple programs. Right? You're going to be running your brokerage software. You got your chat room on another screen. You got your scanner software on another screen. See what I mean? So you're going to need at least, okay. And at least this kind of package on your internet, it's going to be at least 300 to 1,000 megabits per second. That's just the way it is. It's the cost of doing business. Don't worry. I believe you can write most of this off with the IRS. So there you go. That's pretty much it. And we are coming in at 25 minutes, and I'm going to go. This is lessons. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is Tools of a Day Trader Quick Thought. And I already know what I'm going to name this. So that's it, guys. And yeah, they'll do it. Okay, bye.